Okay guys, here's your whiteboard brief for Tuesday, April 7th. Our strength today is a push-pull sequence. We're going to superset 3 different movements, starting with renegade row, banded pull-aparts, and single arm dumbbell strict press. Our Metcon today is a long one. You have a 30-minute time cap to get this done. It's 1 round, 4 time, rep scheme 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, starting with 50 push-ups, 50 weighted box step-ups total, and then a 200-meter run or 1 minute of jogging or jump roping after each round. The reps will start at 50, then go to 40, 30, 20, and then 10.
Okay guys, today our strength is all upper body. We're starting with a renegade row, going into banded pull-aparts, and then single arm strict press. This is a superset, meaning that we're going to hit 1 round of all 3 movements and go back up to the top for 3 rounds today. We're going to start with the renegade row, which is a huge core and shoulder burner. Will's going to start in a good plank position here, okay? So his shoulders are going to be stacked over his hands. His feet are a little bit wider than normal, just to give him some more stability. And starting in this nice solid position, he's going to pull the dumbbell back to his pocket. Okay, so the dumbbell goes back to the pocket and not up to the armpit. So show me a bad rep where you're pulling too high up. Pull into the armpit, not the pocket, or his butt is coming up way too high. If you are doing your renegade rows like this, that means that you are not controlling your core, keeping that nice and tight, or you've gone too heavy on the movement. Okay, so we're gonna start with 20 total. That's gonna be alternating 10 on each side. The next thing we have are banded pull-aparts. You have 20 reps here. Okay, we're gonna do wrist facing down today. He's gonna start at about forehead height, pull down to chest level, and he's really focusing on squeezing his shoulder blades down and back. Okay, if you guys don't have a band today, you're gonna do bent over reverse fly. These can be no weight or light weight added, okay? So he's gonna start back in almost a deadlift setup. Back is flat. He's engaging the shoulder blades at the top of the movement. He's not rounding, okay? So that's still gonna engage the scapula going down and back. You can also do that with lightweight or light plates. We have 2 vinegar bottles. Those are light enough for him to go through those. These shouldn't be the hardest thing you've ever done, so make sure you're not picking up, like I said, a 10-pound plates for that. Next, guys, we have single arm strict press. Okay, so he's gonna press 1 arm up at a time. He's gonna knock out all 10 reps on one side before moving to the other. Okay, see here that he's landing with his arm next to his ear, and he's landing in full extension every time. Okay, then he's gonna move on to the other side. If you only have 1 dumbbell, and you're gonna be using that 1 dumbbell at a time, you'll create tension on the other side of the body by squeezing a fist, keeping everything nice and solid. As he's doing this, he's focusing on keeping his core nice and tight. His feet are about hip width apart, and everything is locked out to create tension. Okay, you'll have 3 sets of 10 on each side. Okay guys, today our Metcon is a long one. You have a 30-minute time cap, so a lot of time today, but we are working with 150 reps for push-ups and weighted step-ups today. So how it's gonna work is we have 3 different movements: push-ups, weighted step-ups, and a 200-meter run after each round. The rep scheme today is 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. So what that's gonna look like is doing 50 push-ups, 50 weighted step-ups, and that's gonna be total. So every time you step up with a leg, that counts as 1. And then you're gonna finish with a 200-meter run or 1 minute of jump rope or 1 minute of running, okay? Once you get done with 50, you're gonna do 40 push-ups, 40 weighted step-ups, 200-meter run, then 30 push-ups, 30 weighted step-ups, 200-meter run, then 20, 20, 200, then 10, 10, 200, and you're done, okay? 30 minutes to get that work done, but like I said, that is a ton of reps, so make sure you guys aren't going balls to the wall 100% right out of the gate, or else you're gonna burn out by the time you get done with that first round. Okay, so the first movement we're working with today is the push-up. Okay, so Will's gonna show us a beautiful prescribed push-up. Okay, his chest is touching the ground. He's coming up in a nice solid line. Okay, so everything's staying on the same plane for the most part. He's not letting his hips sink down and pushing up just with the triceps. It shows a couple bad reps where you kind of snake up or let one body part drop. Okay, that is not a prescribed push-up, okay? So if you guys are working to perfect the prescribed push-up, hold yourself accountable today. So once you start to kind of lose form, just hang out a second, rest, and then try to keep these as solid as possible. He's also thinking about screwing his hands into the ground to create that tension, and his elbows are going back at that 45-degree angle. He's not letting them wing out to the side. If you guys don't have prescribed push-ups yet, or if you're at the point where you can sprinkle some prescribed in, but you still need to do some scaled, that's perfectly fine. You can drop to your knees, okay? He's still gonna start in the same way though. He's got no bend in his hips here, so he's pressing his hips forward slightly, and he's still going down to the ground, letting his chest touch, coming back up. If that's still a little bit too challenging, grab a pillow or something a little bit elevated that's gonna knock out a couple of inches of depth that you need to hit. So same thing, he's just working from a little bit higher of a surface, okay? If you guys can't do it on the knees, then you can move to any other type of elevated surface. Okay, he's gonna bring his chest down, push back up, and then you can drop to your knees from there as well. That's gonna make it a little bit easier. Okay, guys, like I said, it's a ton of reps today, so make sure you pick an option that you're successful in getting 150 done, okay? The next movement is a weighted step up. Okay, so make sure you're picking a height that's appropriate to you. A stable surface is very, very important. So Will's gonna step up, and he's gonna drive through the foot all the way before he brings that other foot up, okay? So he's standing tall on each rep. He's not going so heavy or so high that he has to crouch down before standing up. So show me one where you pretty much get into a squat before you stand. One where like you step up like into a squat almost, like when it's too heavy, their chest comes forward. Yep, okay, so if you're doing your step up like that, that means you've gone way too heavy or way too high with whatever you're stepping on or whatever you're holding in your hands, okay? So for that, remember that's total reps, so each time a foot comes up, that counts as 1 rep, okay? The last thing we're gonna do in the Metcon is either a 200-meter run. I know a lot of you guys don't have anything that you can measure distance out with, so we're just gonna call that a minute of running. And if you can't go outside for some reason, grab a jump rope and do a minute of jump rope, okay? So once again, that's gonna look like 50 push-ups, 50 step-ups, 200-meter run or jump rope, okay? Then 40, 40, 200, 30, 30, 200, 20, 20, 200, 10, 10, 200, okay? 30-minute time cap to get that done.
You can also go no weight.
Oh yeah, guys, if you're if the step-ups are too challenging for you with weight in your hands, of course those can be body weight step-ups as well, and those are challenging on their own.